Mr. Speaker, today the Rules Committee reported out a rule for 4 pieces of legislation. H.R. 7888, Reforming Intelligence and Securing America Act. This legislation reauthorizes Title VII, Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act for 5 years from the date of enactment. This bill is far from perfect, but we're going to have a lot of debate on that bill in just a moment in the rule and in 2 hours later, and I'm going to come back to that in a moment. There are 3 other pieces of legislation. First, H.R. 529, Extending Limits of U.S. Customs Waters Act. This bipartisan legislation enhances Customs and Border Protection's air and marine operations mission by extending Customs law enforcement authority from 12 to 24 nautical miles of the United States coast. This will help CBP combat unlawful activity in coastal waters at a time when we have significant problems with respect to our borders. H.Res. 1112, Denouncing the Biden administration's immigration policies. This resolution denounces President Biden's open border policies, calls on the administration to immediately put in place policies that will end the crisis at our southern border. This is an important message. It's an important statement, but I hope this Congress will speak with one voice against an administration that refuses to enforce the law. This resolution is one statement along those lines. H.Res. 1117, opposing efforts to place one-side pressure on Israel with respect to Gaza. This resolution affirms that Israel, our greatest ally in the Middle East, has the right to defend itself against Hamas, and makes clear that the House of Representatives opposes efforts to place one-sided pressures on Israel to implement an immediate ceasefire. This resolution is necessary because this administration, regrettably, embarrassingly, this administration took a seat, sat down, abstained in the face of the horrors that we saw unfold on October 7th to our friend Israel. By sitting down when the United Nations Security Council called for a ceasefire and pushing on Israel to walk away from its efforts to combat what Hamas has been doing to the people of Israel. We should speak with clarity as the Congress of the United States that we stand in solidarity with the people of Israel. And this resolution is one way in which we can do that. I reserve.
The gentleman from Texas reserves. The gentlewoman from New Mexico is recognized.